We're back for day 2 for our 2026 makeover, where I make a vlog a day before 2026 and we get ready together for the new year. Day 2. I'm pretty happy because I woke up this morning and the first thing I did wasn't scrolling on my phone, it was starting a puzzle. My host talked about wanting to organize the puzzles upstairs and see which one had missing pieces. I was like, you know what, I can do this. So not only do I have this guy, but I also have, you ready? All these guys. Those are the 1,000, 300, 100, these are 500, and it's those two already. But those are like for kids, you know, very large pieces. So those are done and completed. I think I'm gonna continue doing puzzles a little and then we're gonna start cleaning. I'm still in the same sweater. I really also need to shower. So shower, cleaning. I finished my room yesterday, sorry. But I need to do my bathroom and the kitchen. It's a little bit of a mess. Even though the puzzle don't really help. Plan for today is also organizing everything that we're gonna do for this makeover. This glow up kind of. And it started a lot of writing because it's all about what habits do I want to take in my life. Reflection on last year. We're gonna go over that later. We're gonna take care of the bathroom in a minute. I'm making myself some soup. I love this soup. It takes 2 seconds to get ready. Butternut squash. So good. As I have to stay here to watch over this guy, I think it could be a good moment to clean the kitchen. There's not too much to clean. I just need to clean the sink because it's kind of a mess in there. But most of these are just like clean. I just need to put them away. Stay hydrated, guys. Just drink better than me. My soup. I keep eating soup. I promise you that's exactly what I ate yesterday. I think at the same time I'm gonna work on a 5. Actually, I don't know if I have the energy for 500. I think we're gonna go for a 300 because I eat this. I can keep moving forward with those. I have the 1,000 pieces that I'm working on, but I realize it's broken and everything. Plus, I don't have the energy to eat on the floor. So we're gonna do those two together, puzzle and soup. And then we have to work on bathroom, and then we tackled the big part, the whole plan of the makeover. Before I finished the puzzle, my phone died, so unfortunately we don't have the result. But no matter what, there was a piece missing. Then it was time to do my dishes. I also cleaned the counter and the bottom of the sink again. We're done with the kitchen now. The bathroom. Can't wait for all my space to be super clean. But 2 days later, believe it or not, I lost the video where I cleaned my whole bathroom. It was so satisfying. I remember watching it. I think when I transferred it to my iPad, I thought it was transferred. It ended up not being transferred. Then I deleted it from the backup. My mistake, but let me still show you what the bathroom looks like. All my makeup there, all my skincare here. I have my journal for morning routine, night routine. There were dead flowers that I removed. I'm gonna dry them at some point. Fortunately, you won't be able to see the before after, even though it was really satisfying. My mistake, sorry for that. I'll try not to redo it during those 2 weeks. So as I edit, I realized I forgot another thing is I talked about how my skin did so much better since the beginning of the year. This is before I started my treatment. I'm so much better. I'm not on treatment anymore. I think I got it done in like a month or something. I'm gonna dedicate a full video for this. I know how much I struggled with my skin for so long. I would have loved to have those advice, especially from someone who's kind of like scared of dermatologists. Expect a video about my skin evolution in the days to come. I'm editing right now. I realized I was really just watching the video at some point. Usually means that I'm sick of editing. I'm not gonna move forward a lot. I think it's a good time to look at that list together. I have with me a list of things for 2026 makeover. It was supposed to be one big video. I ended up doing this vlog thing that I really like. I think it might still end up being a full big video. Both are gonna be fun. First of all, the biggest thing would have been to make a Pinterest board for next year. I wanted to have a like review of the objectives that I had for myself for this year and just see what worked out, see what didn't, how I can improve and everything. I have a huge board on Pinterest, vision board that has lots of subcategories and lots of pins. In total, 2,778 pins. I know people are crazier than me. 2,000 is not a lot for some people. I saved this throughout the whole year. I think first of all, we need a little cleanup, but also let's review kind of what I did, what I didn't do. I think in terms of self-care, I really manifested the skin that I have today. It was everywhere on my vision board. I wanted clear skin and I've been struggling so hard the whole year. Like I finally found a solution only in September, but the beginning of the year I was struggling. Like this is what I looked like again. For people who don't know, I had, hopefully I don't have it anymore, but skin picking issues. So I went to a dermatologist, things that I never did before, mostly because I had so many bad reviews about it. But at that point I was in such a terrible state of mind seeing my skin like this. It made me lose confidence. It was really hard to deal with it. At some point I was just sick of it. With the fact that I'm really well surrounded surrounded and with the support of my friends, I really was like encouraged to go, and I did. I made this story also on Instagram. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm pretty active there, and lots of people replied to my story saying that it didn't work for them. Also, my acne, it's not very present, it's just a little, but because I had those skin picking issues, because I was bullied so much at school, that I wanted it to disappear, so I would scratch my pimples so they would go away. It was really bad for my skin. They gave me pills and cream, a cream that I had to put morning, night, and the pills I would take it at night. It worked really well. My skin is really clear now, which is great, but I was scared at first that it would end up being like everyone else. Somehow it worked out for me. I'm gonna make a full video about this topic because I think there's lots of questions that people might have, and I would have loved to find a video like this when I was younger, so I want to do it for the people out there who do have skin issues. All to say, I'm really happy that I had this part of my vision board that was about self-care, including my skin, because I really had terrible confidence. It could ruin my day. Today, just seeing my skin every morning makes me feel so happy to be like, okay, I'm out of this. We'll focus on this in another video, but this worked out pretty well for me. But if we look at my self-care poster thing, there's a lot of products that I haven't tried yet. I really have the feeling that my skin started to get better the more I made research on it, and I feel like the best reviews I found were on Reddit. So I don't know if it's a good product or anything. Pinterest, I don't know. It's still a question because lots of products that have been recommended on Pinterest are not recommended on Reddit. So honestly, I don't know for that part. Dark feminine is the vibe that I wanted for myself. I think it's still the vibe that I'm looking for, and that's also why during those videos we'll have to go through my wardrobe, because I think I'm the kind of person who tends to go everywhere. Palette was for something else, just like a brand I wanted to create, but it might come up this year. I'll see how it will work out, but I want to open an Etsy shop once I'm done with being an au pair. I have lots of ideas. Autumn girl food. It started as autumn girl food, cinnamon stuff, but then it ended up just being like food, all the food that I wanted to cook. I tried lots of those recipes, or just like inspired myself just from the picture and try to find the ingredients to make something that looks like it. I've been eating much better lately. At the beginning, it's like I barely ate, or I would come and eat a snack, and it's not good. Like, it's really not good. So I really want to make better choices about my eating habits this year. But I did do better at the end of the year, so this is something to keep. Jewelry, so I don't have them on me, as you can see. I've been really wanting to be minimalist on everything I have and always kind of wear the same ones. I don't want to overbuy, and I'm the kind of person who don't think about putting jewelry in the morning. Like, I don't have the energy to pick which jewelry to pick. Big jewelry. Anyways, just having one jewelry that I can wear every day is less stressful. I'm gonna do the same with makeup and skincare. Like, I don't need 1,000 products. I don't need 1,000 jewelry. I don't need 1,000 makeup stuff. The less I have, the more I use them. Didn't really need lots of cleaning, but I might have lots of earrings that I don't use anymore, so I'll see what I do with it. Then hair, those have been saved very lately. I'm considering doing this haircut, 2 white strips of hair on the side, hesitating between this or the red hair. I really do love black hair on me. This will go back on it when we tackle hair. There will be an episode where you and me, that's what we're gonna do. Reference is mostly for drawing, if I ever want to experience a new kind of drawing, painting, watercolor, any type of art. Makeup, I really wanted to try different types of makeup, but as I said, we're gonna stay on very basic stuff. I just need to figure out what do I need whenever I want to be a little extra on the makeup I wear. Sewing, I wanted to sew a lot at the beginning of the year, but now that I moved here, it's difficult because my sewing machine is back in France. Then journaling, I have not been journaling enough this year, though I did have great progress. Like in my bathroom, when I cleaned my bathroom, I don't know if you saw, there was this notebook. It's a notebook where I journal in the morning and at night. It is very easy, simple things of like, how do I feel, what I'm grateful for, things that I have to do for the day, affirmation in the morning, at night it's like reflection on the day. But I think I really want to start journaling as like having a cute journal where I just write about my day, because in the morning I check all the boxes and I'm like, okay, I finished my morning routine, I'm productive, what do I want to do for the day? Okay, I have my list of things to do. I still have to work on this list because I think lots of it shouldn't be in there. Like, it's easy for my morning routine because the first thing I do is go in my bathroom, so it's easier to have my morning routine there. But I might change it a little because I feel like having my to-do list there doesn't help. I did start to have my to-do list on my phone and it's so much better, so much easier, so I'm definitely keeping this. And we're off to the which part. So the which part is mostly because I really like to draw cards and stuff, but this is mostly going to stay kind of like personal to myself. I think it brings me peace and it avoids me spending time on useless things. I know it really helped me at some point in my life where I had my first hater account this year. I don't know if it's an applaud thing or I don't know how it works. When you create content, you can't help but having haters. It's unfortunately part of it. It was created by someone I was close to. It's like, what are you doing? And it did hurt me a lot, but I think having this connection, part of me that's slightly spiritual, I'm not very spiritual, but a little bit, it sometimes helps me to be like, okay, don't give much attention and let it disappear. And I had so many thoughts of like, should I share this account so that people like signal it? But Instagram didn't even do anything. They posted private messages which were not supposed to be posted. Hurt also because it was a close friend. But I think with time, it's like I realized that this person didn't care enough about me, or they would have like checked on me, have a conversation with me. They didn't. Like, if you read the messages, every one of my friends read the messages and they were like, that's things that everyone says, and it wasn't even mean. Like, I was just being kind and understanding and supportive of my friend. But somehow the situation was returned. You know how it is. And I know that I had this thing of like, really should share this account and make sure that it's brought down, but Instagram didn't do anything in the end. And I'm happy that I didn't post it in my story, because I think it would have given it more attention than anything. And I think it's just better that this account stays forgotten. And maybe, you know what, maybe one day I'll do a video about it, because now I think about it, this account is kind of funny to look at. If you guys ever find it, have fun reading, because honestly, it's kind of silly. And it was like something really hard for me at the beginning. I was like, I'm trying so hard to create content. It makes me happy. It's a lot of effort. Seeing that people use energy to bring down people who try is something that kind of blows my mind. It's like, let's use canceling for good causes. I think I really was happy to have this spirituality of being like, the universe will take care of them. I don't have to do anything else. I just have to block them and let them go, and they do whatever they want. But if they want to be in an energy that's negative and hateful, it's on them. I'm gonna keep creating content. And honestly, it worked. Like, every video I did after worked so well. It made me so happy to see that if I focus on positive things, if I focus on creating things with a good mindset and a good heart, I have nothing to lose. So I think that's the which part of this vision board. And traveling, I did travel. I left France to come here in Atlanta. I did travel to Chicago, Savannah. I'm really happy of the little travels that I could do, because I never considered that I could travel so much. I always thought that traveling for me was more settling in a place as far away from home and try to make my life there, and then change again and change again and change again and try everywhere. I never did those little trips, and I think I liked it, even though I will still always have a preference for settling in a place and pretending that it's been my life forever. I don't know, restarting a life kind of. I love those kind of. That's probably why I'm in Atlanta right now. Money hobbies, what I call money hobbies, is like the things that I want to do to make money. So obviously, like YouTube, I like acting, really need to retake acting classes, creating an Etsy shop, or writing my book. I have lots of plans, and I want to use this time as an au pair, as I have this freedom to use it to take care of those stuff that ask for a lot of free time, which I have right now. So let's use it wisely. I mentioned just the ideas I have for my apartment later. Tattoo map, I guess we're completing it, because I just got a tattoo this year when I went to Savannah. I still have to figure out what my second will be. Reading my soul out is basically just like a bunch of books that I want to read. When I have an objective, it usually works better. For example, if I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna read 50 pages a day, I usually reach those 50 pages and I move forward, even with the books where I struggle with. Outfit idea, we're gonna dig into that later. Content post ideas is just like a bunch of ideas that I want to post. Craft is a few stuff that I want to try. If there are craft that I actually like, that really feel like original to my art, I'm considering selling them on Etsy. Stickers is mostly for the posts that I create on Instagram, like those, having so much fun creating them. And my Etsy shop is one of the last one that I created, like a few ideas of things that I could do and remodel for my own products. I might restart my podcast. For those who remember, I had a podcast at the beginning of the year. I might try to post just once a month, and that's it. So I'm gonna take some time to organize it real quick. I'll come back to see what the new vision board is gonna look like. It took me quite some time to reorganize all my pins, and there were many inconveniences. So many times I lost so many pins, and I was really sad about it. But I feel like honestly it's fine. I still managed to find the ones that I really wanted to keep. One thing is certain though, it really helped to clear my mind, and working on those subcategories really suit me way better than before. After that though, my camera cut, so there's not the whole organizing, and in the end it's not that bad because it was really long. So I guess it's the end of this video. So I'll see you tomorrow. Take care of setting up new habits and updating those little guys. All right, thank you for following. See you tomorrow.